Why do men expect you to chase them at this grown age?
So when you say chase, what can you give me an example?
I've had men within the first conversation, telling me, well, you need to call me back, at this time, or if you don't call me, or you're not texting me on a consistent basis. I'm like, I just met you. I don't have any obligations or anything. We're just getting to know each other.
I think there's another aspect to when you are entertaining a person, it's very important for you to be mindful of what you want. Because essentially what he told you is what he wants. And then how you responded was what you want doesn't work for me. So now you know I've ripped. That's not a person that is meant to share space with you. And what's happening is you spend all of this mental energy doing mental gymnastics for a person that is not in alignment with what you desire. And what we cannot do is demonize a person for having the autonomy to use their words and use their voice and vocalize that they expect reciprocity. So the issue is when you go into talking to someone, you really don't know what you want. And now you met somebody that knows what they want. And what they've just done is reflected a mirror back to you and showed you that you don't even know why you want a relationship. Ooh. You don't even know what you want out of the relationship. And when you meet a person that does, it triggers you because you haven't done the work. Relationships are vehicles to take you to your next phase of evolution and growth. They are only there to help you fulfill your soul's purpose. But if you're entering these relationships and you're not intentional, you'll get lost in the relationship. You'll lose yourself in the relationship. So it's very important when you're meeting somebody, set your intentions. Start having very intentional conversations. That way you'll know, oh, this is why this person requires this from me, because you're getting to know them on a soul level, not just based on aesthetics.
Shout out to that sister there. That was tonight's conversation. And it's funny, I just did a video on this yesterday about this therapist in Atlanta. He was talking about how a lot of his clients are females and the women are just basically saying that guys are not really wanting to be with them, or guys aren't really dedicated or showing concern and they're intentional. But when it comes to these things, it's not ever really about what the guy wants. That's how women look at dating. They don't care about what the guy wants. They just care about showing up, being pretty. So this is exactly what I said on that video in reference to what he said. My thoughts are women aren't really intentional with dating. They say that because other women, it's one of those words, right? It's one of those type of words, right? I'm intentional with dating. But the intention for dating is not really there. Your intention is just to show up and have him entertain you. You don't care about what he has going on. You don't care about if he had a good date. You only care about yourself and talking about yourself. As she said, the fact that the guy had the autonomy. Now we can get into being controlling, possessive, asking for too much. I get it. But this is what he wants. He's speaking it. He's not hiding anything. Like, yo, if I'm in a relationship, this is what I expect of you. Like I said this before, and if she's watching, she'll see what I'm talking about here. She said she wanted to be in a relationship, right? So I'm like, okay, let's be in a relationship. But she would have these different, I don't know why, I just feel this way. And I just go periods where I just don't like talking, or I just don't feel like being bothered, or I'll just go out and I need to clear my mind. Maybe I'm in my head. Bro, I don't have time for that shit in life. Either we're in a relationship or we're not. You can't just keep going, well, I feel like this today and I don't know how long it's going to last and all that. Man, fuck all that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you are expecting things from me, my love, my affection, my time, my assets, all these different things, then the least you can do is not shut down. And if I tell you, hey, this is a problem for me, this is what I desire, this is what I expect, because I'm doing the same thing. And a lot of times that's not returned. It's looked at as a man is being sassy, or he's controlling, or you need to call me at such and such time. I don't know if those were his exact words, because that sounds kind of weird for a man to say, okay, when I text you, You need to call me back and all this stuff. It's implied. But a lot of times women, they're not trying to do all that shit. They're not trying to do all that, man. They're not trying to get into any of that. They're just trying to just show up and just, God forbid that a man wants to have a good time himself. God forbid that he's asking, hey, I want you to show that you actually like me too. That's the end of the world. So I wish more sisters, and she could be just talking, the lady on the panel there, I don't know her name. She could be just talking, but this is where we have to quickly realize someone isn't for us. We have to stop chasing after people that don't align with us, that don't match with us, that don't reciprocate. Because that's really what a man wants at the end of the day, ladies, is reciprocity. He wants reciprocity. And I'm pretty sure a lot of women in the crowd probably agreed with the woman in blue that was talking. Like, yeah, a woman just feels like she should be able to do whatever she wants. Her behavior is perfectly fine, but when a man makes requests and all these things like that, it's too much. Sometimes I wonder, man, is this all by design? Is this for nothing? Right? Why are we going through this? Why are we doing these things? Why? Relationships should be easy. You go into relationships to give, not to take. You go into relationships to give. That goes both ways. That's not just one person giving. We go into relationships and it is to go. Maybe it may be the last. Maybe we got several more relationships. But you learn more, you take more in each relationship. Right? So I'm saying that to say, guys, you can't waste time on someone who's not for you. And we all have that feeling when someone isn't for us. You know it. But you try to pressurize or force this person to do things that they really don't want to do. And I learned when I was going through my divorce, you can't make anybody do anything that they don't want to do. And why would you want to? Why would you want to? Why would you want to be with somebody that feels like they're being forced to be there? I couldn't. I don't want that. I don't want that type of Coca-Cola relationship. I want the water relationship. I want things that flow. I don't want you to feel like I'm a burden or I'm bothering you or anything like that. And those relationships are just so hard to find sometimes, where everything just is smooth. I don't know, guys. Guys, let me know what you think. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next videos. It's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys. That's your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. I'm the best. Let's run it up to 1 million. Quit playing with me. Peace.